And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Durant nails both of them. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Halliburton, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And that one's good. Beal.
That's Beal's wheelhouse. Catch and pop.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 5-point game. And Halliburton slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Durant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Nesmith. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Booker. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Indiana off to a slow start. 3-pointer. A nice shot by Nesmith.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Richards. Done outside. 5 on the clock. And here's Booker from the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Indiana trailing here. Outside Turner. Siakam for three. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. .157 left here in the first quarter. Outside Turner. And Siakam has it in the corner. Turner with the screen. Here's Nembhard. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Richards. Now here's Bull. 5 to shoot. Missed inside. Siakam, right side. Here's Nesmith. And Nembhard has it in the corner. And here is Nesmith. He's got 6. It's picked off. From 20 feet out. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's KD. Second chance shot. He lays it in. KD's got 6 points.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Now, here's Nesmith. Pass to Nembhard. 4 on the shot clock. Now, Nesmith. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Here's Durant. It's not going to go for him.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A good close contest so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Pass to Toppin. Halliburton for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. The Suns leading. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns' core group had some growing pains in that first season. But look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. O'Neal with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. Outside, Beal. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Beal's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Walker's shot is off. Allen surveying the D. Left side, Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
A shot by McConnell, no good. Suns leading by 9. Outside, Jones. Back to Plumlee. And the foul on Jarace Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Shot from the inbound. Plumlee uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 11.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
It was an early-ass whooping real quick.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like
Give
that.
me that shit,
Oh,
boy.
I do. I mean, we all love the
Give me that
intensity
shit,
of
boy.
playoff basketball. So why not bring
Give
a
me that
certain
shit.
level of physicality to the regular season?
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me.
I'll get
That's
my
a mid-range
revenge on
jumper,
2K real
which
quick.
analytically people say isn't
Get
the
my
highest percent
revenge on
shot.
2K
But for
real
myself,
quick.
it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David,
You
doesn't
know.
it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you.
You need some, you know
Jones with
some.
it.
But you
Now
live
guarded by
very
Siakam. Back to Bull.
so
Pass to
stupid.
Jones.
Man. Hey,
On the wing,
let
Booker.
me go,
He has
man.
five.
Let me go.
Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Goes up on the wing.
Ouch.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Pacers trailed by 13. Halliburton right side. Siakam looking around. Screen by Siakam. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view it?
Get out my way, boy.
As a team that's in transition, obviously they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team,
He finna quit early. He about to quit. I'm about to make him quit.
just what he does. Booker getting buckets.
Pass to Shepard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Suns lead by 17.
Told you I'm about to make him quit. He about to quit. Yeah. Don't quit, boy.
we've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Down low. Puts the move on. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup. But anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Back to Johnson. Giannis with the rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Lopez with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And the dunk by Lillard.
What an athletic play from Lillard. More than capable of just jamming it down.
Here's Fox. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. To the inside. Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And here's Milwaukee now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Here's Lillard. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Here's Lillard. The Spurs making their last shot. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Gets stolen by Johnson. Back come the Spurs in transition. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, the big body of Johnson getting up on the fast break.
Lillard outside. It's Prince on the wing. Takes the three. The rebound by the Spurs. Fox outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Tenacious stuff there from Fox. It takes guts to sink a shot while being fouled.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Castle. Right side, Wembanyama. That one drops for him.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Up and in from the low block.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Vassell. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Antetokounmpo outside. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
Fox outside. Outside Johnson for three. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
I like Johnson's focus at the perimeter. He's pretty careful about when he shoots the three.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game. .30 seconds left in the first quarter. Trent outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. San Antonio shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Porter. Pulls up on the wing. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs out in front, up by 6. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here's Porter outside. The rebound by the Spurs. To the paint. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sochan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Outside, Green. Portis outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Fox. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Sochan outside. The 3. That shot missing. The Bucks trail by 10. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Chris Paul.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Outside Johnson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the basket by Castle. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And good to see Castle capitalizing from the mid-range. He knows he needs to keep hitting these shots.
Pass to Prince. Fires the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Fox on the run. Good work defensively by Lopez.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Now Antetokounmpo, covered by Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And Lopez gets it to go. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look, the intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
Pass to Portis. Lillard outside. There's contact, but Lillard slips through.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
And here's Vassell, defended by Kuzma. Vassell can't get it to go. The Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Lillard. Back to Lopez. To the middle. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama double teamed. Here's a 3 from Paul. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
Yeah, terrific follow through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
And here's Lopez from the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 5. Outside Johnson. No good there. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Prince. Hits the three-pointer. Prince has got his second basket of the game. Here's San Antonio now.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Pass to Lopez. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Keldon Johnson. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one.
Timeout.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. San Antonio with the ball. It's Fox with a drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Showing off the major hops. Wow. Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. San Antonio with a rebound. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Pass to Prince. Let's go with a three. They get it again. It's Prince on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Prince has got 8. San Antonio leading. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year. He said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Lillard! What'd you expect?
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Here's Wembanyama. Rebounded by Lopez. Now Lillard. And a missed layup. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Vassell. Here's Fox. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Fox. Defended by Jackson. Vassell outside. 5 to shoot. From deep, Johnson. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks trail. Coach, as you know, two-way wings like Devin Vassell are a hot commodity in the NBA these days.
Yeah, Brian, he's got good defensive instincts. He's got great length. And offensively, a pretty good three-point shooter. But his main weapon is that mid-range jump shot.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And San Antonio making a change here. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside Paul. Pass to Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Here's Prince. Back to Lopez. And here's Jackson. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
From deep, Wembanyama. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Pass to Prince. Now here's Lopez. Portis outside. Here's Lillard. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. San Antonio leading by 4. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the right side. Sochan outside. Back to Paul. Here's Champagnie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Barnes, it's good.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
And we've reached the end of the third. San Antonio on top. They lead by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 4. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And Paul is very selective with his shot attempts, especially from deep. So you know he liked that look.
Porter looks it over. Clock at 6. Trent outside. Oh, Fox with a steal. And here they come. Pass to Champagnie. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Knocks down the long J.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Fox outside. Outside Barnes. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
And the layup is good off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. The Bucks trail by 4. It's stolen by Johnson. He takes it in. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great speed for Johnson, especially with his size. I mean, he got to the rack in a hurry.
For 3, here's Lillard. That one no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Wembanyama. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Damian Lillard picks one up.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
For 3, here's Lillard. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Outside Johnson. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Lopez with the steal. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Jackson surveying the D. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Shoots from the baseline. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
From deep, Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Sinks it from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A versatile offensive weapon. Fox is good at sizing up defenses and taking what they give up.
Back to Lillard. Here's Prince to the left side wing. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. Fox left side. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And here's Johnson. Three-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
For 3, here's Lillard. Connects from downtown. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And so it's San Antonio. Easy.
Man, come on.
Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And it's the Bucks to start out. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's Halliburton. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Halliburton using his length and getting in the lane.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Lillard. Spins. Siakam outside. And the three-pointer goes. Siakam's got 5.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Pass to Prince. From deep. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton outside. Here's Nesmith. Defended by Lillard. That one goes. Count it.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
From behind the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Well, Brad, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And Turner with the block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
And he goes in. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Halliburton with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. And that one's good.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Halliburton. He's got 5. Pure from three-point range. Siakam's got 10 points.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And Turner with the block. Back to Halliburton. Three-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 17. Halliburton's shot is good. 7 points in the game.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
The kick out to Kuzma. Lillard outside. And so it's Indiana out in front by 19 going into the break. And their three-point shooting a big. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, it's all fast break points, those easy buckets. They are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
McConnell outside. To the inside. Halliburton looking for an opening. Toppin outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Bryant. And the shot goes in. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Graham.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Halliburton outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by Green. The Bucks trail by 21. Trent with it, and it's McConnell picking him up. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Toppin. And they're going to count that.
We've got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Now, here's Kuzma. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, here's Maxey. After the miss from Damian Lillard. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's Grimes. No good on the 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Guys over 7 foot like Embiid, they are not supposed to do that.
Now Lillard. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Here's Giannis. Lopez outside. Prince looking around. Shot clock at 5. Lillard outside. And Embiid with the block.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
Maxey in the corner. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
It's Prince on the wing. And again, the Bucks miss. Philadelphia leading by 3. Lets it go with a 3.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy. Wasn't letting that shot get off.
Maxey with it. Lillard picks him up.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. Bucks trail by 5. Lillard outside. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Kuzma can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 5. Oubre outside. Drills it from outside.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
And it's Lillard missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he nails the third. Butler with the ball. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
On the wing, Porter. From deep, Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent got his first 3 points of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Embiid, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Yabusele. Down low. In close. And Embiid gets it to fall.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
To the inside. Jackson. Kicks it out to Lillard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Lillard's got 8 points.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Pass to Embiid. The kick outside to Butler. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the middle. Here's Giannis. Outside for Jackson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here is Lillard. Back to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 3. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And good that time. And it's now only a 1-point Philadelphia lead. At the top of the key, Embiid. Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The 76ers trail. 1:46 left in the first half. Pass to George. To the wing right side. Here's Bona. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Jackson down low. Nobody near Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Outside, George. A floater. Lopez with the block. .30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overwhelms the defense when the break is on.
Pass to Kuzma. Back to Portis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He's been good as gold up until that point.
Here's Lillard. It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Lillard. Kuzma outside. And here's Prince outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Maxey looking it over. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Maxey saying, sure, I'll take that.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Milwaukee making a switch here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside for George. Pass to Grimes. To the paint. There's Embiid.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
It's tough to find things to not love about Embiid's game. It's so complete. He's a true two-way player who is a nightmare you have to deal with on both ends.
Here's Giannis. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid with it. Guarded now by Prince. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
How do you avoid fouling Embiid inside the paint? It's nearly impossible. The man is a monster.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Embiid wide open. Misses the wing J.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Jackson with it. He's covered by Maxey. Here's Lillard, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Embiid the screen to the inside. Embiid powers it down.
The team just loves to see Embiid fired up on offense like this. They really rely on his scoring ability.
And they double up Giannis. Pass to Lopez. Three-pointer, Lillard. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Milwaukee leading by 8. And here's Prince outside. The shot missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Grimes. Off the left rim and out. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And it's good. 2 points. And now a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Maxey. Giannis grabs the miss.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great. Jackson has the open look. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And he can't hit the second. Poke loose. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Giannis flies the other way.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Back to the... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The 76ers trailed by 13. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Hands it from downtown. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Back to Trent. Bucks passing it around. Pass to Porter. Outside, Green. Baseline Jay on the way. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Green's got his first points of the game.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
There's the triple. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Bucks leading by 12. Pass to Green. Portis with it. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Butler, here we go. Here's Yabusele. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates.
Damn, at the wrong time, brother.
That well with the pass.
Outside, Green. Giannis outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trent outside. No good with the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Gets it to go from beyond.
Thought you was going to pop on and see me lose, man.
Provided by Embiid. The big man just dropping dimes.
Milwaukee in the lead. Over in the corner, Green. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Right side, Portis. And a wide open look for Porter. The three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. So both teams making some changes here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations, and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the 3. We're good, guys.
Thank you, David. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Oubre, good.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Bucks leading by 7. Lillard surveying the D. Prince outside. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fires for 3. A rebound by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Lillard from outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 7-point differential. Yes!
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
Lillard outside. And now we've got the intentional foul. Lillard left side. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6.
It's over, buddy.
Misses the 3. And the 76ers with possession. Trailing by 5.
Oh, you just see a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I really think he's about to come back.
On his left side. It's in!
Well, you're not coming back.
Up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And
my last game, I'm about to get the fuck out.
They're behind by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Pass to Lillard. There's the 3.
It's
on
over.
The triple. Now it's a 7.
It's over. It's over.
Point Bucks lead on it.
It's over. My bitch making me something to eat. I'm off. GG.